Imagine a world where everything stays the same. That's how people in the Middle Ages saw things. They believed God created the universe and everything in it. Animals and plants were always the same, never changing. The world was like a beautiful painting, but it never changed. This idea came from the Bible, especially the book of Genesis. It tells the story of God making the world in 7 days, giving each creature a special place and job. Because of this, people didn't think animals and plants could change over time. Hundreds of years later, things started to change in Europe. This time was called the Renaissance. People became interested in art, books, and nature again. Smart people started to question old ideas and wanted to explore and learn new things. This led to lots of new scientific discoveries. Explorers traveled to faraway places and found new animals and plants that no one in Europe had ever seen before. Scientists like Leonardo da Vinci studied the human body very carefully. These discoveries made people question the old ideas about the world and opened the door for new ideas about how nature works. As scientists learned more about different living things, they wondered how there could be so many. Carl Linnaeus, a scientist from Sweden, created a way to organize all the plants and animals. He put them into groups based on how they looked. But Linnaeus still believed that species didn't change. He thought his system showed how God organized everything. Another scientist, William Paley, said that living things were so complex they must have been designed by God. He compared an eye to a watch, saying something so complicated couldn't just happen by accident. Some scientists still thought species never changed, but others started thinking maybe they did. Two important scientists who thought about this were Erasmus Darwin and Jean-Baptiste Lamarck. Erasmus Darwin, Charles Darwin's grandfather, thought everything alive came from the same ancestor a long, long time ago. He thought animals and plants could change during their lives and pass those changes to their children. For example, he thought giraffes got long necks by stretching to reach high leaves, and then their babies had long necks too. Lamarck, a scientist from France, had a similar idea. He thought living things always tried to become more complex. Even though these ideas weren't quite right, Lamarck and Erasmus Darwin helped change how scientists thought about living things. They helped people start thinking about species changing over time. Their work prepared the way for Charles Darwin's theory of evolution by natural selection, a theory that would totally change how we understand life on Earth.